LeBron James and the Lakers both have obligations. For the Lakers, their priority is simple. It's finding a center. Rob Pelinka, their president, has been very adamant since last season into the offseason. We have to go find that big. And so what we have now in the marketplace, guys like Brook Lopez, Al Horford, DeAndre Ayton just hit the market as well, Clint Capella. These are all players that the Lakers will start to look into, set meetings with. But also the future of Dorian Finney-Smith, very cloudy. He opted out of his $15.4 million player option. He will be testing free agency. As far as LeBron James is concerned, he's going to monitor every move he makes. Clearly, he wants to see, does this team have a championship quality roster available and ready when he is ready to play his 23rd record season? But he knows the Lakers are prioritizing the future. They're prioritizing Luka Doncic and building the team around that. And he's comfortable. He's cognizant of that. But how does that fit with his mindset of competing for a championship?
And Perk, you just heard it right there. DeAndre Ayton, he just hit the market with center as a big need for this Lakers team. How much of a fit could DeAndre Ayton be for the Lakers?
Well, he's what they need and what they want when it comes down to being a lob threat at the basket, an athletic big, a dynamic roller at times. We know he's a pick and pop type guy. I think he's the best available center that's out there. I don't really see Brook Lopez fitting for what they're trying to do. I know he can space the floor. Clint Capella, I don't know how much he have in the tank. I know DeAndre Ayton is scratching or knocking at the door, shall I say, of his prime. But I will say this. DeAndre Ayton had some things that he needs to clean up. This is now two organizations, when you look at the Phoenix Suns and the Portland Trail Blazers, former #1 overall pick. And the word is right now around the league is that, you know, a diva / cancer. The Portland Trail Blazers were happy as hell to move on from him. So he needs to address some of his off-the-court things, address himself as a professional. But I think the Lakers and him will be a nice marriage. And I think him being under the wing of LeBron James would do just good for him in his career.
LeBron James didn't just pick up a $52, $6 million player option. He dropped a grenade in the Lakers front office. I'm staying, for now, but don't test me. That's the real translation of what Rich Paul told ESPN. LeBron still wants to win now, not in 2026, not after another half-baked youth development project. The man turns 41 this season. He's out of patience and out of time. And let's not kid ourselves. The option pickup wasn't just business, it was a threat wrapped in a check. By opting in, LeBron secures his bag and positions himself for a power move. He can now demand a trade to a contender if the Lakers don't get it right. Brooklyn has cap space, but no max slot. That gives LeBron all the leverage and all the pressure. This is the Lakers' final warning. Fix the roster, find the center, or the king walks. So what are the Lakers doing to fix it? Let's start with the name that came out of nowhere. DeAndre Ayton. Section 1. Ayton's unexpected escape. DeAndre Ayton, the former 1 pick, just got bought out by the Portland Trail Blazers. He gave up around $14 million to get out. Why? Because he knows he's not a centerpiece anymore. And guess who's lurking? The Lakers. Yes, that Lakers front office that has spent months getting cooked at center after Anthony Davis bounced to Dallas. The same Lakers who failed to land Mark Williams because of a failed physical. Now they're hungry, desperate, and about to pounce on Ayton. Ayton averaged 14, 4 points, 10, 2 rebounds, and 56. 6% shooting last season. In just 40 games, the inconsistency, the effort questions, they're all real. But in this market, with no trade assets, Ayton is gold. And here's the twist. Ayton's best basketball might come playing next to Luka Doncic. Remember when Ayton said defending Luka was damn near impossible? That wasn't flattery, it was prophecy. Doncic creates elite shots from bigs. Ayton just has to finish. And that's exactly what he does best when locked in. But can the Lakers afford him? That's where the front office math gets nasty. Section Stein. Money, aprons, and desperation. Let's talk numbers, because this ain't NBA 2K. The Lakers are below the first apron by about $20 million. That gives them access to the full non-tax mid-level exception. $14, $1 million. If Finney Smith walks, they can throw all $14 million at Ayton. If Finney Smith stays, they may have to slice the MLE. Offer Ayton around $5 million and pray he accepts. And here's the punchline. Finney Smith already opted out. The Rockets are making a hard push. Visual. Finney. Smith highlights plus, quote, valuing long-term security. So Pelinka's staring at a cruel math problem. Keep your glue guy or fix your gaping hole in the paint. You can't do both. But maybe, just maybe, Ayton plays the long game signs. A one-year deal. Shines with LeBron and Luka. Then cashes out next summer. It's risky, but it's also his best shot at real playoff relevance. And if Ayton takes the gamble, how does he stack up against the competition? Clint Capella, old school rim runner. Ball, 5 rebounds, 1-0 block. No shooting range. Brook Lopez, veteran sniper. 37% from 3, but rebounding is toast. 5 boards a game. Ayton, chassis, 4 points, 10, 2 rebounds, 56% shooting. Still shoe go 6. And pissed off. You want upside. That's Ayton. You want a lob partner for Luka. That's Ayton. You want revenge against Phoenix, Portland, and every damn critic. Again, Ayton. And don't forget, this man once called Luka Doncic a nightmare to guard. You put those two together, you get gravity in the pick and roll that opens everything up. Now add LeBron to that mix, and ask the real question. Is this enough to keep him? Section Kittery.
Nice strong contest.
LeBron's clock is bleeding out. LeBron is 40. He's had a torn MCL. He just gave the Lakers one last shot. He didn't opt in to smile and babysit. He opted in to compete, to win. If the Lakers fail him again, he'll ask out, period. And with teams like the Mavs rumored to be circling, that departure would burn. Pelinka knows it. The front office knows it. If they land Ayton and hold on to Finney Smith, maybe, just maybe, they can convince the king that this isn't a lost cause. But time's up. The offseason started ticking the second LeBron signed. So what would that roster actually look like? Let's draft the vision. Section Pinch. The new starting 5. Doncic, Reeves, LeBron, Rui, Ayton. That's a legit starting 5. And the bench. Finney Smith if he stays. Dalton Knecht, Gabe Vincent, Kleber, Vanderbilt. It's not perfect, but it's flexible, athletic, and finally has a real rim anchor. And don't forget, Redick's got options. Ayton gives him size. DFS gives him switchability. Luka and LeBron control pace. This team won't dominate with flash but with purpose. Pair that with Luka's ability to make bigs look elite. Ayton might have his best season yet, and James might finally have help. But is it enough to shift the Western Conference? Let's wrap it up. Outro. The deadline gamble. DeAndre Ayton is clearing waivers. The Lakers are running out of time. And LeBron. He's watching. This isn't a drill. This is the defining moment of the offseason. If Pelinka fumbles this, we could be watching the last season of LeBron James in purple and gold. But if they get it right, Ayton, Finney Smith, depth, Luka chemistry. We're talking one last run. One last ring. This is Elite Hoopers. Smash that like. Subscribe for breaking updates. And comment, should the Lakers go all in on Ayton?